So folks, a very good evening from a beautiful Mykonos airport, and just going to get the APU started, ready for our flight this evening from Mykonos to Budapest. Great to have everyone on board. We're just going to get the doors closed and ready. It's quite windy here in Mykonos at the moment, gusting up to 34 knots, so this shouldn't impact us too much on departure, but just something to be aware of. There is wind shear reported as well. And yeah, so anyway, welcome aboard this Ryanair flight, FR 1911 to Budapest. Estimated flight time is 2 hours and cruising altitude of 38,000 feet. Our route takes us up north through Greece, up toward Athens, then toward Thessaloniki. We'll then cross over toward Kosovo, then through Serbia, up over Belgrade, then descending down into Hungary, into Budapest. And Oscar, hello mate, welcome to the live stream, great to have you on board. Right folks, just getting the APU started. Hope you're keeping well, Oscar. Nice to have you with us, mate. So we're just going to get the APU started. That's the power available, so we'll transfer that over. Disconnect the ground power unit, and we're just going to go straight for an engine start and get straight out of here. Like I say, it is still very windy here, and we'll see how that affects us. There's also an EasyJet scheduled to land here in the next 5 minutes, so we're going to try and get out before he arrives. Right, ready for engine start. Start sequence is going to be 2 to 1. Anti-collision lights on. Starting engine number 2. Here we go. Bob, Robert Hadfield, good evening mate, how are you doing? Great to have you with us. Fueling. Good start on engine number 2. We're now going to start engine number 2. There we go. Yeah, I'm good, thanks mate. I'm good. Yeah, not too bad at all. Can't grumble for a Sunday. It's not bad at all. Got a cup of tea. Just had a little bite to eat. So yeah, all good, thanks. Brundebrock, FSX rules, here. So this is going to be quite a derated a derated takeoff on a short runway with wind shear reported, so this should be fun. No, I wasn't.
Mykonos traffic, Alpine 63 Golf Uniform, we are fine on runway 34 on Mykonos traffic.
No, I was on Discord all of last night, mate, and I never heard you join at all, and then I heard you disconnect. So I heard doo-dung, when someone disconnects from the channel, so I've not a clue. The best thing to do with Discord though is just to put, if you join, if you put it in text. That's why I put it on WhatsApp, so people know that I'm about, because otherwise it's hard, unless the person's speaking, it's hard to know whether anyone's on, because I don't spend my whole time looking to see who's on Discord. I'm doing other things, like last night I was video editing for the whole evening, but like I say, I never heard you join. I heard you leave, but never heard you join. So yeah, it was a shame, mate, but I'll be about tonight if you fancy a chat. That'll be grand. Right, this EasyJet's on final, so we're just going to taxi to the holding point, and just going to hold short. I'm going to squawk mode Charlie so that he can see us. And Mykonos traffic, Ryanair 09 kilo, taxiing to and holding short of runway 34, Mykonos. There's an EasyJet over there, an A321 Neo. Mykonos traffic, Ryanair 09 kilo, holding short, runway 34. Very, very windy here. The wind is gusting 35 knots. So let's see how this EasyJet. Is that EasyJet that landed departing? Yes, he's departing. Not heard that one before. No, I never heard you, mate. Never heard you join. Sorry. Whoa! Bang! Oof! Dear me. And Mykonos traffic, Ryanair 09 kilo, taxi, backtrack, line up runway 34.
Mykonos traffic, Alpine 63 Golf Uniform, we are vacating runway 34 right now.
They don't update this game anymore. No, it's been updated to Steam Edition, but that's been pretty much it, really. Cabin crew, seats for departure. Mykonos traffic, Ryanair 09 Kilo, departing runway 34. So remember, this is going to be a D-rated takeoff, folks, so here we go. Okay, power is set. Checked. 80 knots, checked. Okay, we've got an instant wind of 34 knots on the nose.
V1.
V1.
Rotate. V2.
Positive rate. Gear up. Very windy on the departure there. Oof. Flaps 2, speed checked. How long will it take to get to our destination? Probably about 2 hours, Oscar. Maybe an hour and 58 if I'm really quick, but yeah, it's probably going to be closer to 2 hours. Oh, that's a shame. What problems do you have with it? What problems do you have with F6? That's a shame. Okay, initially climbing flight level 360. Lucas, very basic AMD setup. 24 gigabytes of RAM, 3.5 gigahertz quad processor. So yeah, pretty simple really. Yes, I actually got Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 last year. So if you look back on my channel, I did a couple of videos where I was actively using FS 2020, but like I say, it's not that conducive to my PC. So yeah. Okay, direct to Kilo Echo Alpha. The other thing with FS 2020 is the price of it was just going up and up and up. So I'm going to wait till I can afford to get a bit of a better PC and then do a full upgrade to FS 2020 one day. That's the idea. We'll wait and see how that goes. At the moment this computer still works well and still does everything I want of it, so you know, I can still live stream, I can still use FSX and the various add-ons, and bearing in mind I've spent hundreds of pounds on scenery add-ons and aircraft add-ons over the years, so it just seems a little bit stupid to kind of ditch FSX to go on to FS 2020, even though FS 2020 is better. It just seems stupid to have wasted all that money flight sim, so yeah. Ah, very nice indeed. Should be able to operate it pretty well anyway, that kind of setup.
Vegan traffic speed heard to 160.0 2. We'll be taxiing the liquor store.
Hey, Rob Brown, hello mate, and Aberdeen, Chris, hey, hello, how you doing mate? Lovely to have you with us. Microsoft Flight Simulator is too overpriced. Well, that's a good question, Oscar. Why don't I just play both? The thing is, in my opinion, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is a step above FSX in terms of graphics and just you know, as a game itself. FSX you can make very realistic with your add-ons and the way you use it and what you're prepared to spend on it. And FS 2020 is the same, and PMDG is making a 737 add-on, that's the airplane I'm flying right now, for FS 2020, and I imagine when that is released it's going to cost something like nearly £100 just to buy that. So again, if you're just, you know, if for people who are not really into flight sim to kind of spend that money on add-ons, they will just be happy with the normal base aircraft that come with the game, which for them is fine. But if you're a bit more of an enthusiast and a bit more into the technical side, like I do, setting up the aircraft and all that sort of thing, then really you want to have it as realistic as possible. And like I say, FS 2020 is a step above FSX, and what I don't want to do is to have to be in between the two, because the new payware add-ons for FS 2020 will make the FSX ones look quite basic, and I don't want to have to keep going back to a basic advanced model and then going over to a more you know, a better model with better graphics, better design, more realistic, better systems and all that jazz. So that's why I want to do, if I'm going to do a swap over to FS 2020, it's going to be a complete clean swap, and I'll start investing money into add-ons and payware stuff and all sorts. But for now, I'm just trying to extract everything that I have out on FSX, get the most out of it, and just enjoy it whilst I still can, because you know, at the end of the day, it's still a classic. It's still a classic. I did have the Xbox Game Pass actually. I got the Xbox Game Pass when FS 2020 was on promotion. It was on promotion for like £1.99 a month, so it was really good just to get to use it and everything. Rob, nice video from Sunborough. Thanks very much, mate. Oh, it was a fantastic trip. It was really, really good, and thoroughly enjoyed it. I've got lots of plane spotting footage to share. In fact, I was editing a lot of it last night. So yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I'm hoping to go back up there. Maybe this year, maybe next. I'll see how it goes. But I am planning on going to Aberdeen this year, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, but I just need to wait and see how that pans out. But yeah, lots of stuff planned, lots and lots of trips hopefully, and I'll keep you all updated. Wise choice, short term if you're not sure about. Well, that's the thing exactly. I think the good thing is too, this past year that FS 2020's been out, it's been ideal. It's been ideal for ironing out lots of bugs that FS 2020 has. So from that perspective, it's been really good, because a lot of things have been picked up on which otherwise wouldn't have. So the problem you get as soon as a game comes out of beta, the game is released, people buy it, you then get a deluge of problems and bugs and glitches, and then it takes weeks, days, weeks, months, for some even years to get those fixes. And the good thing with FS 2020 is you can still apply those fixes. You know, that is one of the key elements where they've stayed true to the Microsoft you know, layout of games, that you're still able to tweak and to edit and customize, which is something I do. So just being able to see what other people have done and to go off their work is going to be quite handy. But yeah, it's interesting. Chris, Aberdeen, you'll never swap to FS 2020 unless FSX becomes defunct. You agree the graphics are better in Microsoft Flight Sim? You believe something works well? Yeah, totally agree, mate. Same principle. At the end of the day, unless it's broke, why fix it? And I go back to the add-ons and so on. I mean, some of us have spent hundreds of pounds in add-ons and aircraft and scenery and weather engines and you name it. You know, why would you spend hundreds of pounds to use something, this is my opinion, to use something for maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you know, when your computer still works, the game still works, and you know, it's, to me, it just doesn't seem much sense. So I'm in the same boat, to be honest. I want to try and extract the most of it and get as much life out of it as I possibly can whilst I still have that opportunity. For non-sim, is there freeware? There is freeware aircraft for FS20. I mean, you have your standard aircraft in FS 2020, but like I say, those aircraft aren't necessarily advanced. They're quite basic, but they're easy to use for, you know, Joe Blogs. But for the advanced simmer, they're not really that advanced, to be honest. So yeah. Exactly, Ethan, and it's not cheap, so it's a bit of a waste of money if you're kind of doing that all the time, but yeah. You're totally right, Robert, and the one good thing, this is one of the good things about FSX becoming defunct, right, is a lot of the add-ons, I reckon, especially in the next year, are going to become either free or dramatically reduced in price. Some will be made compatible for other sims and try and, because obviously FS 2020 still has the developer mode, doesn't it, so you can make scenery etc for it. But like I say, for FSX and everything, those prices even in the past year have come down massively, and some sceneries, some really good sceneries, will become free in the next year. So, you know, some things that people have maybe paid 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 pounds for will suddenly become free because nobody is going to be wanting to buy them. So, yeah. It is sad, but it's not surprising at the same time, Chris. It's not surprising. You looked at the train sim for the wee man, even to get it up to a decent spec, you're talking mega money. It is, yeah, it is. Actually, I have got a train sim on disc, but yeah, it was an old one, but it was really good fun. I might have to get that installed actually one day. Well, to be honest, Aberdeen as well, just further to what you said there, a lot of people said the same when X-Plane 11 came out. So basically, unless you had X-Plane 11, then you were a chicken burger, and you know, you were looked at with a lot of disdain. Like, you really play FSX? Like, yeah, obviously. Problem is, there are some people I know who still play on mega old Nintendos and old PlayStation 1s. So what? Some of the old games are the best games. You know, at the end of the day, it's not what it is, how old it is, it's whether you enjoy it and whether it works. And if it works and you enjoy it and you get a kick out of it, you know, where's the problem? It really is funny, the world we live in, but then I think that's part and parcel where technology's come into things, because nowadays it's always about the next new thing. What's new? What's new? What's next? What's coming up? What's new? And there's no kind of contentment with, hey, this is quite good, I like this works well. Doesn't seem to be as much of that nowadays, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm beginning to sound old now, so I'd better shut up and have my cup of tea. But anyway, Ricky's Aviation, hello, welcome to the live stream. Lovely to have you with us. We're just about reaching our cruising altitude of 36 and then 38,000 feet, so yeah, we're going to do a bit of a step climb, so we'll go to 36 then 38. Just we're a little bit heavy going up to Budapest, and just having a look, we've burnt most of the fuel in our centre tanks. Centre tank. So we've got no fuel left in the centre. We've got 3,200 in the left and right hand side. So we've got about 6.4 tons of fuel remaining. You play Eurotruck and you hate the fact it's Eurotruck, but you need to pay for Russia and Iberia Coast. Yeah, that to me is daft. That to me is stupid. And one of the major things that puts a lot of people off, you know, at the end of the day, if you're buying a game, you know, it should come universal. But anyway, it is what it is. Got beautiful Athens just behind. Still climbing up nicely. Even then there are better versions, not for much, Robert. Yeah, totally agree, mate. Totally agree. At the end of the day, for the extra that you're going to pay for them, I don't really see the point. You'd be better spending that money on a, you know, a decent add-on. But yeah, still not to put. Right, that's 36,000 feet reached. Jonathan Hull, never, as long as you don't start the Wombles of Wimbledon or Windows XP. Actually, that's a good shout. Maybe we should just all go back to Windows XP. I mean, FS 2004 will be the next new thing. Hey dear. Wimbledon, Wombledon, Wombling free. Wimbles of Wombledon, calling on thee. Making good use of the things that we find. Wimbles of Wombledon, calling on thee. Something like that, anyway. Hey dear. This is one of the dangers of live streams. Once you get into something, it's like, uh-oh. Right, let's see. I'm trying to find Air Baltic. Air Baltic's flight. Yes, there it is. Air Baltic. BCS3. And aircraft info. Flight info. Play mobile game. Yeah, it is. It is. At the end of the day, the mobile side of things has just made, you know, that pay model all the more attractive. So, you know, whether it's games for Steam or whatever, if they can make it work, then they'll try it. You know, anything's better than XP. I totally agree. I totally agree, Bob. Don't give up the day job. Thanks, Rob. Love you too, mate. Love you too. Yep, no worries Bob, we'll see you shortly mate. I'm just going to have a quick cover. Looks like another day where we're not going to have any ATC in Budapest. I hope we'll get some ATC come on, but there's none on at the present time. You had a 737-400 in Aberdeen last Tuesday. I thought you had 737-400s in all the time. In fact, you know, don't shoot the messenger, but I'm pretty sure you've had a West Atlantic 737-400 in many times. In fact, I'm pretty certain that I filmed the 737-400 many times at Aberdeen as well. Alex Aviation, hello, welcome to the live stream. It's lovely to have you with us. Fair point, but no one gives a toss about West Atlantic. Hang on, wait a minute. Oh wait, yes they do. Oh dear. Right, just let me let me just go back through my album and let's see what we can find. Let me have a look. Can we find... Oh my goodness, what have we here? Look what I've just found on my Flickr page. A photo taken at Aberdeen Airport of a beautiful, nice, yellow 737-400 series aircraft parked at yours truly, the one and only Aberdeen Dice International Airport. Would you credit it? Would you believe that, Chris? You'd almost think one had never been there before. Oh, I'm just being obnoxious now. Actually, I'm going to have a look. I might have more photos. Bear with me. Let's have a look. Back to albums list. Back, and back. Is any in that one? Nope. Well, I got a 2E 737. How about that one? Nope. Fokker 70, I got that as well. How about that one? No, I got an ATP taxiing. Back when West Atlantic used to still operate the ATP up here. Oh, a Let 410, Ben Air Let 410. Oh, that was nice. Your worst nightmare. You'll give your Juliet Mike Charlie Romeo looks nice in yellow. Touché! Thank you very much, sir. I didn't spend countless days and months plane spotting at Aberdeen for no reason at all, but hey. Alright, where's your Herc E model? Rob, that's a very, very good... that's a very, very good one. Let me just have a look, because I don't think I've got a G model. Yeah, you may have just trumped me on that one, mate. Let's have a look. What's the operator side? C1... C130 Hercules E model. Dun, dun, dun. Come on, load up. Please load up. Pretty please load up. Ah, here we are. C130 KBDE. Ah yes, RCAF. Yes, I did get the RCAF, which was the CC1, I believe the CC130E, but actually it might be on the reg. It might be down as a J model, but I'll check because I think it might be a J model. Just be back on 1 second, folks. Just be 1 second. I'll be back on voice. Don't worry, I still can see your chat. I'll be 1 minute. Right folks, I'm back on voice. Nicholas! Nick, hello! Welcome aboard, mate. Great to have you with us. Great to have you with us, mate. Right, let's have a look. Alright, where's your Herc E model? I'm looking. 19th of April 2016 album. I'm just looking at that album now. Which one's that? That's the 25th of April 25th. That one's the 19th. That one's the 17th. 737-4. Search your photos. View 737. Aha! Here we are. Ah, yes. There's quite a few, isn't there? Quite a few. Pegasus 737-800. Hey! What's for dinner? What's on the menu, Ethan? On the menu tonight is cheese and onion pie with coleslaw, salad, tomato, cucumber, and yeah, pretty much it. You only come to Aberdeen because you owe me your promotion fees. You'll be waiting for your $4,000 beside stand 1. You'll be waiting for $4,000. You can wait all you want, mate. You'll still be waiting there in 10 years' time for $4,000. Phew, you think I've got that money? Gee, you are particularly misinformed, I'll have you know. You wouldn't like to call it DHL. It's more like Spirit Airlines. It does look like Spirit Airlines, doesn't it? You've never seen an aircraft with floppy wings before, Nippy. Oh, Turkish Air Force? That's a good one. Blink YouTube, no notification you joined at the start. Ah, oh, typical Nicholas. Typical, man. I did actually post it in the WhatsApp thing early this morning. So, yeah, I posted it in the WhatsApp group chat. But, I don't know if anyone's getting the notifications, Nicholas, because I posted a vlog for all of you dear channel members last week, and only 2 out of 14 channel members have actually watched it. So I don't really know what's going on. To be honest, it's like I've put a couple of updates and vlogs, and no one seems to have watched them. So. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but I still post them all in WhatsApp, so anyone should be able to access the links through there. But yeah, do you remember I was telling you when I went to Aberdeen with a 2-hour delayed flight? Yeah. Polish Air Force, Romanian Air Force, Turkish Air Force. Right, I see. Pie, typical Northumberland meal. I actually had a Scotch pie this afternoon, which was very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Yankee Lima Alpha Whiskey. Right. So, en route to Budapest, surface wind there is 120 degrees, 4 knots, and the visibility is lovely. It's a lovely day up in Budapest at the moment, and should be landing there a few minutes early, hopefully, and yeah. Ah, not to worry, Nicholas. Not to worry, Nicholas. No, it's fine, mate. Pie chatter, that's your thing. Eh, dear. That's fair enough, man. Like I say, it was. It's just there for the updates, and I still try and post them on YouTube as well. So I share them just with the channel members, but I've no idea why the notifications don't show up. It's frustrating, but not to worry. We'll get there. Get there in the end, man. Well, it looks like we are able to step climb up to looks like we're able to step up to 38,000 feet, so we'll go for that. Flight level 380. Jet 2 or EasyJet? I like Jet 2 and I love EasyJet, but you know, roles reversed. I love EasyJet and I like Jet 2, so probably just said the same thing there. But yeah, Bell Bottom was filmed at Prestwick Airport, London and Glasgow. Yeah, interesting. Jet 2 because of the cheese. Cheese. Is the pie from the shop or handmade? It's not from a shop, it's from a supplier, actually. It's actually from a fresh bakery in North Yorkshire, and yeah, it was absolutely delicious. Nice Scotch pie, proper Scotch pie. Oh, beautiful pastry and tender on the inside. And then a nice Scotch egg as well, proper sausage meat. Oh, tasted delicious. Rabbit, pheasant and red grape in France. Oh, that, do you know what? That actually sounds really nice, mate. Because I imagine with the red grape it would give it that little bit of taste, but at the same time, you know, it keeps it moist as well. But you can't go wrong with a good pie. In fact, actually, here's a funny story for you. Because more and more now, businesses and suppliers are trying to, you know, to cotton on to some, I call them fads. Other people call them dietary requirements, but okay. But yeah, like someone tried a vegan pie, right? And it was amazing that of all the products where I work and things that sell, isn't it amazing that these meat-free pies were some of the worst sellers? And that's not just where I work, that's also other places as well. At which point you think, guess what? It's not a pie. And why is it not a pie? Well, wait, because it doesn't have meat in it, or something sweet in it, or something that a human would like to eat in it. So, dear, there are some really funny ones, like products I've seen come and go even in the past year and a half, where you get them in, you think, oh, this is going to be the next best thing, you put them on the shelf, and within a few a few months go by, or the sell by date or use by date comes up, whichever, use by date, and then the next thing, oh wait, that product hasn't sold. What a surprise. You need JW merch with proper photo on it. You'd buy it for £5. Oh dear. I think I'm a little bit on the young and early side to be thinking about doing merch. Maybe when we get up to like 50,000 subscribers or something, I might consider it. But I think where we are at this moment in time, with just shy of 12,500, I think we're a little early for for merchandise yet. But dear. Do you know what? This is the funny thing, right? I've tried a vegan sausage roll and I was just not impressed. And yet I've heard fellow I don't want to say carnivores because this just sounds fellow meat eaters. Oh dear. I've heard some of them say, oh, it tastes so nice, that meat-free sausage roll. Yeah, that vegan sausage roll, really fancy that. And I'm nodding my head going, yeah, I suppose. And it's like, really? You really like that? Oh my goodness, just no, sorry. Definitely not. Not my cup of tea, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. If it ain't still going oink oink and you still can't see the tail out of the end of it, then it's definitely not a sausage roll. Hashtag just my opinion. You want Thomas Cook back so you can get proper deals, not rip off Jet2 and TUI prices. To be honest with you, I don't find Jet2's prices all that bad. All things considering, the pandemic and everything else at the moment. Previously they were adopting more of a low-cost model, and it did seem to work for them for a while, but yeah, at the moment it doesn't seem to be the thing. But yeah. You didn't know me. Yeah, sorry Chris, I just needed to clarify that. Oh dear. Greg's steak bake, Rob, I totally agree, mate. You cannot go wrong with it. You cannot go wrong with a Greg's corned beef pasty, cheese and onion pasty. You can get is it like a chicken tikka one as well? I think I've had that one. It's like chicken tikka, but when it's fresh out of the oven, it just melts in your mouth as you leave it to cool for a few patient minutes. You wait there, and then you take that bite, because it's not piping hot, it's hot, but it's not so hot it's going to burn your tongue. And you're patiently waiting, because you know that if you take that first bite, even though you know what it's going to taste like, you know for a fact it's going to burn the inside of your mouth. So you patiently sit there, or stand there, and you wait patiently, and then it cools down, and you take that first bite of that beautiful puff pastry, and just melts in your mouth, and then the filling comes oozing out, and those beautiful bits of tender meat and gravy just it's almost poetic, But anyway, I'm going to stop now because I'm making myself hungry and I'm still feeling full, so hey. What's vegan? You were at Mackey's the other day and you saw a fish burger. I'm like, who wants that? A seal? I'm yet to see a seal walking at Mackey's. Oh dear. Well, that's one of the funny things. That's one of the funny things on the McDonald's app, which I only recently got. On the deals, it specifically said, fillet or fish or a cheeseburger. And I'm like, don't mind me fish and chips, like, don't get us wrong, but give me a cheeseburger any day of the week. But Sad person that I am. Little tail. Oh, go for it, mate. Go for it. You've so many bad experiences and moments with British Airways. They're rude sometimes. I've had similar experiences, but thankfully more, you know, positive to good ones than negative to bad ones. But to be honest with you, I fly more with Ryanair these days. So you know, most of my experiences relate to them predominantly, and it's coming from a person who up till 2015 would never fly with them. So yeah, I do like my Ryanair flights.
Okay, traffic management 681 and reached up runway 34 by Bravo.
Oh, okay. Somebody transmitting on Unicom. You froze a free bentos chicken. What? You didn't. That's sacrilegious. Nicholas, that is sacrilegious, mate. I don't know how on earth you can live with yourself. Do you know what? Talking to Frey Bentos pie, because I used to love their steak and kidney pie. Don't know what it is. They don't seem to have the same taste that they used to. I had one not long ago and stuck it in the oven and came out crispy in that, but it just I don't know what it was. It just didn't taste the same. Don't know whether they've removed more salt or fat or something. I don't know, but it just didn't taste like it used to. BA isn't that great on standards. They're promoted in ads, completely different than real stuff. Yeah, they're true. Well, this is what I don't get, is that they like to put themselves forward as the best of British, and yet, you know, in my humble opinion, a lot of the times I've been on board with them, they've been everything but. But for me, their core of being the best of British and so on stems from the management. And when Alex Cruz was manager, oh man, that makes me so pleased to say that used to be the manager. He no longer is the manager, so you know, that is just good news. But yeah, I don't know what it was. It just seemed to come from the management, that idea that we're better than everyone else. And you think, well, how come your service, your onboard service, does not reflect your motto, your corporate identity, as it were? You know, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. And yet, I could fly with a low-cost airline, Ryanair. It's cheap, it's nasty, you get what you're given, but at the end of the day, you don't go in there expecting a high degree or high level of service. So it's kind of a bit of the opposite, really, and you come away feeling that you've got some value for what you paid. BA, on the other hand, was the complete opposite. So yeah, fillet of fish guaranteed to be 100% fish free, Rob. Totally agree with you there, mate. Don't get us wrong, the chicken burger's not bad. Chicken burger's not bad at all. So anyway, continuing on this Frey Bentos theme, when it was frozen you knocked it out solid and put it in a terracotta pot. You had the same size. You defrosted it, you baked it in the pot and passed it off as homemade. That is absolutely amazing. Oh dear. That is so clever, mate. Because that, to be honest, that's one of the the really annoying things about those pies is how do you manage to extract them from the container that they, well, the little tin that they come in, to then successfully get everything out, including the pastry, into, you know, onto the plate, and without burning all the sides as well. Freezing it and doing that is absolute. Oh, mate, you should go down in the Guinness Book of Records for doing that. That is amazing. I might have to try that one day, actually. That is excellent. Absolutely love that. Sean Doyle. Hi, good old Sean. Is it Sean? I can't remember. Let's have a look. British Airways Chief Executive Officer. It is indeed. It is indeed Sean Doyle, the Chairman and CEO of British Airways. And Sean has had lots of experience. He was with Aer Lingus from 2019 to October 2020 for a year and 10 months, and now he's been with British Airways as CEO from October 2020 until the present time. I mean, to be honest with you, he's put Alex Cruz in a box and just momentarily forget that he was ever BA's CEO. I mean, Sean Doyle does seem to have a little bit of common sense to know what the airline needs, but obviously that had to come from the ex-CEO of Aer Lingus, so there you go. Dundee! Donegal! Hello! Good evening! And good evening from the northeast of the UK. Hello from Northumberland. Nice to have you on the live stream. He used to be CEO for Aer Lingus, he did indeed, Ethan, that's right. Your mum was so impressed, but you did fess up. Honest, that I am so impressed. I've heard a lot of Freybental story pies. You know, people trying to just get them out in one piece, but that is absolutely legendary. That is so cool. Right, 307, and I just need to put the final waypoints in for our arrival, just to make sure. Right, let's have a look. Route Kezal. So, estimated time arrival is 50 minutes, 52 minutes, 51 minutes, and then after that we might do another flight, but we will see how it goes. See if there's any new videos on YouTube. Noel Phillips has done a train video on Russia's bullet train. He seems to be spending a lot of time in Russia at the moment. Looks like there's been another attempt to try and break into the the perimeter at Kabul airport. Looks like, I mean, the people there are so desperate at the moment. It looks like they've tried to break through the perimeter and try and get access again. It's absolutely heartbreaking. It's really, really. It's not a word. There's not enough words to describe it. It's absolutely horrible. So many. Just trying to get back on that. It's not nice at all. No worries, Rob. It's been great to have you on board the live stream this afternoon, mate, and hopefully see you again soon. But enjoy the rest of your evening, mate, and if we don't see you again tonight, then we'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Great to have you on board, Rob. Mark, your videos make me happy. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you for saying. Well, folks, I'm going to go and get a drink and a little something to eat, so I will be back very, very shortly. I'll speak to you all in a minute. Thank you very much for liking it, Mark. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Will any flights potentially? We might do another flight after this. We'll see what the time is. We may. Yeah, we might do another flight. We'll see how it goes. Well folks, we're not far from it's definitely not free. No, it's definitely not free. Right folks, we're just about approaching our top descent, so I need to get the arrival information, and I'm just going to have a quick drink, and I'll be back on voice in just a few minutes time, so I will be right back.
Roger, traffic through Air 7 system, Budapest LHBP. Traffic through 75 Bravo, push and start Alpha 5. There traffic at 375 Bravo, taxiing by Alpha Charlie, runway 12. Beagle traffic SBA 75 Bravo, lining up and taking off runway 12, Tony 2 Bravo departure.
Serbia 57 uniform, taxi via Mike Alpha, calling point 12.
Subject traffic, 287, Victor, line up and wait runway 12.
Serbia 57 uniform, behind Blue 77, holding short of 1.
Okay, folks, I'm back. Just going to reconnect back to Vatsim now. Right, back onto Vatsim.
Traffic.
Right, that's land. Sorry about the delay, folks. Just had some company over, which was nice. So, right, let's try and land. Sorry again about the slight delay.
Traffic 18781 on the final approach, runway 31 right.
And Budapest traffic, Ryanair 09 kilos, final ILS 3 on right, 7 DME.
Malay 787 on the 10 miles for the dawn.
Oh, this is
Good traffic, Hunter 51 Lima, taxi holding point, runway 31 left via taxi left uniform and altitude.
And Budapest traffic, Ryanair 09 kilo, missed approach, 31 right, with a left turn for downwind, another approach.
Malay 787 on minimum approach, speed for on the final runway 31 right.
And Budapest traffic, Ryanair 09 kilos going around, apologies.
Malay 787, 4 miles to go. Ryanair 09 kilo, no problem. So please confirm runway 31 right is clear.
AFM, so 31 right is clear, and we are now turning final ILS 31 right at 10 DME.
Malay 787 landing 1 mile.
Just had to apologise to that aircraft because I slowed them down, we missed the localiser, so bit of a pain.
Hello 787 back at the runway 31 right by Yankee. Runway is clear.
Thank you, sir, and Ryanair 09 Kilo, fully established ILS 31 right, 5 DOE. What's going on with my approach at the moment? My speed and everything's all
Budapest traffic, and 51 Lima, line up and take off runway 31 left, fast 2 Lima departure.
Hello 787 taxiing to gate 42 via Alpha 7 Lima.
Plus 100. Minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Budapest traffic, Ryanair 09 Kilo, vacated via Zulu, taxiing via Lima, Papa 3, stand Romeo 27.
And Budapest traffic, the Stanford 51 Lima, airborne runway 31 left, climbing on the fast 2 Lima departure, flight over 3900.
Have a flight landing, bye bye. For the special welcome Malave 787, changing our designated gate to the Romeo 272.
Well folks, there we go. You weren't, it was really bad. That approach was probably one of the worst I've ever done. I just wasn't thinking about the approach at all, it's really bad. To just show you how when you get distracted and your mind starts to go on other things, how, you know, bad you can do something. I mean, that was really poor. Nice moon, very atmospheric. It is, it's nice, isn't it? Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? For some reason that 737, that Malev 737 hasn't got a tail. I don't know why. There we go. Well folks, again, it was lovely to have you all on board this flight, and sorry again we're not going to be doing the next leg. But yeah, maybe another day we'll try and get that done. But lovely to have everyone on board. Robert Hadfield, pardon me mate, it's been great to have you on board this evening, and everyone else as well. Lovely to have so many on, and we'll hopefully see you in another live stream very soon. And actually let's just have a look at that with the moon in the background. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed the flight. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care folks. Good night.